Are you a middle-aged guy who doesn't want to settle for being normal? Do you want to be a high performer? In our last video, we talked about being a normal middle-aged guy who wants to live a normal life, a job, family, hobbies, and have his mojo to feel good, look good, perform well, and age healthfully. But what if you want to go from good to great? Hey there, my name is Dr. Tim Gersmar, and that is what I do. I help middle-aged men recover their mojo so they can feel good, look good, perform well, and age healthfully. Over the last few videos, we've been talking about the 4 categories of guys. And today we're talking about level 3, what I call the health enthusiasts. Just a quick reminder here, why are we talking about these different categories of guys? Our goal here is to answer the question, what do you need to do to get and stay healthy? And the answer is, it depends. It depends on what your goals are. We've talked about being a normal guy and how you do not have to do all the crazy stuff out there on the internet. Instead, you need to focus on the foundational health habits. In our car example, we talked about how level 2, the normal guy, was like having a nice, dependable car or minivan. It just works and it does the job. But what if you want more? If you want to take things from good enough to great, that's level 3. That's like upgrading that minivan to a sports car. Now, no one needs a sports car. They have one because they want something better than normal. So if you want to feel better than normal, if you want to look better than normal, if you want to perform better than normal, and if you want to age better than normal, the good news is you can. But the truth is that it's going to take more of your time, more of your energy, more of your money, and more effort. There are loads of people out there who are going to try to sell you the secret to doing it. But the truth, there are no quick fixes. There are no shortcuts, no hacks that are going to actually get you there. We need to touch again on the law of diminishing returns because it is super important. When we're in category 2, normal guys, we're in the 80-20 zone, where 20% of our effort, the things we're doing, give us 80% of the results. These are the foundational habits that we started discussing in the last video. To go beyond that, to get to category 3 here, we have to recognize we're on the other side of the 80-20 zone. Now we're doing 80% of the effort to get that additional 20% of the results, to go from good to great. And this is where the law of diminishing returns really starts to kick in. To be better than average, we're going to have to do more. Now let me give you a quick example here. Physical activity, including exercise, is 100% mandatory if you want to have your mojo. Now if we're exercising purely to be healthier, then simply doing anything, any physical activity that you enjoy and you'll do regularly will give you health benefits. If you can get that to around 1 to say 2.5 hours of physical activity in a week, or roughly 10 to 20 minutes a day or so, you will absolutely be healthier for it. Now, to be clear, that is not going to give you great athletic performance or a lean, muscular beach body, but it will make you healthier, and it isn't difficult to do. But if we want more, if we do want to have that more muscular physique, or we want good physical performance, now we're looking at probably 4 to 8 hours or more of physical activity, including deliberate exercise like strength training and specific cardio work each week. So that's 3 or 4 or maybe even more times the investment beyond what we need to do to be just healthy. So can we upgrade our goals and have a nice, muscular, attractive body as a man in his 50s or beyond? Yeah. Can we feel really good with high energy and sharp brain power? Sure, absolutely. But it will take a significant investment of our time, money, effort, and energy. So let's get to today's takeaway. First, we have to decide what we want. And beyond what we want, we have to decide what we're willing to invest in order to get it. As we move beyond good enough to high performance, being a health enthusiast here, we cross over the other side of the 20-80 law of diminishing returns, and we're going to have to invest a lot more to get the results. So my question to you is it worth it? If the answer is no, that is perfectly okay. You can still feel good, look good, perform well, and age healthfully without having to invest a ton of time, energy, money, and effort. Now, if the answer is yes, it is worth it, great. You're making that decision from a place of clear understanding. And in future videos, we'll work on clearing away confusion and BS to help you understand what you need to be focusing on. So please stay tuned for those. Now, the second key takeaway for today, whether you're a good enough guy or you're looking to be in that great category, is that the foundations are still critical. Eating right, exercising, getting enough sleep, managing your stress. They're not fun, sexy, or cool. The fact is they're boring and they're easy to brush off. And I've seen a ton of guys who try to do that. It just doesn't work. These are the guys that spin their wheels. They spend a lot of time, money, and energy and not getting the results that they want to be getting. The third key piece for today is testing and tracking. Now, I'll talk a lot more about testing and tracking in the future, but for today, it's important to understand that if you want to take things up a notch and be in this health enthusiast category, you can't just wing it. You're going to have to track and test in order to find out if what you're doing is making a difference for you. Is it helpful? Is it harmful? Is it doing anything? If you're not tracking, let me leave you with 3 worthwhile, easy to track metrics that you can start with today. The first is your weight and how it changes over time. Second is your waist size. You want it to be around half your height. So for Americans, if you're 6 feet tall or 72 inches, you want your waist to be 36 inches or less. For the rest of the world, the same will hold true. Whatever your weight or your height is in centimeters, you want your waist to be half or less of that. The third metric to be tracking here is your daily steps. Ideally, we'd like to see those at least 8,000 steps most days of the week. Now, if you're significantly below that, the only way you can know is to start tracking it, then just work on getting more. Getting about 4,000 steps or more a day will significantly improve your health. All right, that's it for today. In our next video, we'll talk more about the highest level of guys and the reasons that you may or you may not want to be a biohacker. And in future videos, we will continue to bust BS, dispel myths and hype, and help you understand what you really need to be doing to feel good, look good, perform well, and age healthfully as a middle-aged man. I hope you join me. All right, guys, until then, take care.